Good morning, North America. Good evening, Japan. Konnichiwa. We have a Japanese runner in this race, which is why we are here at 9 a.m. Eastern Time, because it is evening for her. This is Y Colin versus Shton. This is a premier bracket race here in the Battle for Hyrule. This is any percent no up A. No up A meaning they cannot continue warp, which works like an instant death warp when you press up plus A on second controller while menuing. This is does not allow that. If they do die, they must touch back, and they'll be off in just a minute here. Hey, I'm now joined in the commentary booth by Andy.
Hey,
I think our restreamer might have already gone to breakfast, so your name may not be on the screen, but thanks for joining me.
hey, that's all right. Thank you, John. Good morning, everybody. We got an exciting race today to kick off this lovely Saturday.
And they're off. Let's go into level 2.
It's nice to see. You got two first runners going, both running the same route, so you can really see.
This could be a pretty exciting one. Shton has a slightly better PB. He's got a 35. Y Colin, she has a 36. But in qualifiers, Y Colin got a 39 and Shton got out of 40. So anything could happen here. And this is premier bracket, so it's single elimination, sudden death. Whoever wins this race goes on to the next round.
Ooh, that is exciting. And you are correct. Anything can happen in this lovely game of The Legend of Zelda. As we've seen in this tournament already, there has been some upsets, and there's been, oh my goodness, just last night there was some really close, really fun, really exciting races for the audience, of course. If you were a participant in some of those, it could have been real stressful, but here we go. Both our runners in the level 2.
Yeah, but it's a fun stress.
Oh, of course.
Our restreamer's back. You're on. Andy is now has his name on stream. Hallelujah.
Oh, hey, thank you. I made it, everybody.
Meanwhile,
oh no, why Colin taking a death early, going for some extra bombs? They already had a 4-pack. Meanwhile, Shton taking down the Moldorms here. A little bit of trouble, gets the key, gets on out. Not a bad death for Colin. I mean, if you're gonna take a death, this is probably the perfect place to do it.
Yeah, I mean, there might be maybe burn unit in level 5 might be a quicker one, but
I would say so, yeah.
But
then you're down hearts.
Yeah,
at least here you get your full hearts back.
That's
albeit
true.
3.
But you have beams, so
yes,
beams are what matter in level 2.
Oh, of course. Yeah, if you don't have beams, getting all these ropes and stuff down, it could be a little hassle. It's doable. As Shton takes care of Dodongo, gets the level 2 Triforce, and we'll be moving on to level 1.
I'm not sure whether either of them's going to get the blue ring. I mean, I think both their PBs are green tunic, but sometimes you go safer in a race. So we'll see if they pick up some extra money in the Northeast here.
Ooh, that'll be fun to see. Will that be our... If it happens, will that be our first blue ring appearance in the tournament?
No, we had one the other night where both runners got it.
Oh, both runners got it. Yeah, that's so exciting. Yeah, that's...
It doesn't look
what
like...
Go on.
John didn't stop for the Arma, so I imagine he's not getting blue ring.
Fair enough. And that's an exciting thing about this game. There's not too many games in general, let alone on the NES, that offers so many valid route options. And in a race situation, it's just so fun to see what the different runners do. And just because you pick the quote-unquote faster route does not guarantee you a faster time. As Colin gets the 30 secret,
Now the question is she going blue ring or is she doing a different money route on red candle or blue candle for that matter? But
that's the neat thing. We'll never know until it happens.
It looks like she's going back. So this is, I'm guessing, a blue ring route here.
I would say so. And that is one thing that Mr. John Taven knows very well is which route people may be deciding on doing based on, what they're doing now. If you're not doing 3 first, I'm like, yeah.
I mean, even on 3 first, there are a bunch of choices, but
for sure,
including several that like me and 2 other people know about.
Yeah, there's some ancient routes out there that don't get utilized very often. John making their way into level 1, taking care of the Stalfos. Really nice with that white sword. Why Colin making their way out. And since Shton did not reset the blue lino screen, the Stalfos with the key is just safely right in the middle. Not a lot of route deviation to get there. Not route deviation, but you know what I mean. It's early. And 3rd time's a charm for the block clip for Shton gets over. Colin does not have a trolley blue lino to deal with. And we'll get her white sword. So it seems fair to assume that Colin's going to get her blue ring at some point. But you never know.
Either that or she has her money front loaded. I mean, you can route it. There are a couple choices.
Oh, that is fair. That is fair. Because technically, she just needs 2 more rupees to beat the entire game. Because you need 80 for the wood arrows, 60 for the bait or the meat, which puts you at 140. You need 1 arrow to shoot Goma and 1 arrow to finish off Ganon at the very end, assuming you don't miss. Or swag arrow, your last one. There, our runners are gonna almost high five each other in spirit. One is leave while the other one enters. As Shton is gonna make their way down to level 3. Loses their beams. You kind of want it, especially if they're gonna go for the Zol key in level 3. Beams really do help get that room done more quickly. As we'll see. Ooh. Those were some crispy scrolls. I must admit, that was very nicely done.
Yeah, Shton, a little new to the vanilla run, but he's been running randomizer for years, and he's pretty good, so.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, that'll do it.
Great to see him picking up the vanilla run.
Yeah, it's nice. Sometimes you have like strictly rando and strictly vanilla, and it's really fun when you see people kind of like, ooh, well, let's try the other one out. And then you could see the communities kind of converge and just have a lot of fun. And that's what it's all about, everybody. Just here, having some fun, playing some video games. And there's a rumor in chat that Green Mario might be getting Blue Ring his next match. I don't know. I'd be a little weary about that information, but this is Zelda 1, everybody. Anything could happen. Ooh, Colin neglects to get the map. There's some map fans out there that may take issue with that. As Shton picks up their wrath, will make their way over to the lovely Manhandla. And with only 3 hearts, you know, it's a little weary. A lot of things could happen. They're going to be down to 3 bombs unless they can pick one up in this next room here as Colin picks up her level 1 Triforce. Oh, the Dark Nuts are alive. That is good news for Shton. Gonna kill this one for a static bomb drop. Ooh, well, he will pick up another heart there. Ooh, 2 hearts. Praise the days. The globals were very nice. I mean, that could be a big difference, those 2 hearts.
Yeah.
Ooh, Shton gets the map for the map fans, for the people. A little weird. Not weird for this route, but weird for us. Ooh, Shton is taking some bops. Took 3 oh, nicely done. In the face of danger, does not back down, takes down Manhandla, picks up their level 3 Triforce, as our runners so close to doing a high 5 again. 1 enters, 1 leaves. Colin making her way into level 3 now. Oh, a lot of keys? Or is that a normal amount of keys?
Yeah, she got the Stalfos key to the side in level 1.
Yeah.
I'm not sure why, because in one of her earlier races, it was her. I think it was in one of the qualifiers. She grabbed that key, but I thought it was like to make up for a key she'd missed. So I don't know. I don't know. Maybe she's skipping error key or something.
Maybe. Could be nerfs. Could be a lot of things. And Shton making their way into level 4. Really nice having the white sword here. Level 4. Trying to... Looks like they were trying to build a count to get another bomb drop, but they'll just take their 1 count and leave. But you do not want to lose your bombs in level 4. At all. It's at least until... On 2 first, it may not be that big of a deal if you don't have bombs leaving, but you do need bombs to finish a dungeon, so you cannot enter with 0.
If you and even on 2 first, if you are out of bombs at the end of 4, you have a problem because you're going to 5 next. So,
oh, that is a problem.
But you do have a long walk to farm on, but you can still get unlucky.
you sure can. You sure can. And we got 6s all across the board with the rupees, keys, and bombs up there for Y Colin. Not that that's any significance. It's just fun to see the same number up there. Ooh, and it's ruined. Just kidding, as Shton makes her way over to get the ladder. It's just her step ladder. Never knew the real ladder. Oh man, I messed up the Mitch head.
You're not my real ladder.
And Colin makes her way to get the level 3 Triforce. Took care of Manhandla very nicely. And that in the dark room that Shton was just in, where you clip, it's actually like 2 rivers stacked on top of each other. Well, it's really all the way around. So you have to go up and do essentially a clip to get through the double layer of river, which is typically not passable, but the fine folks that speedrun this game figured out a lot of neat things, and we can get through there no problem. And it looks like Shton's making easy work of this Gliok. Flawless victory. Very nice with the white sword. Only 1 bomb in hand, which is more than 0.
See Rando the Commando saying good morning to us in chat. Catch his race at 1 p.m. Eastern Time today on Z1 Next Gen. That's Z1 NEXTGEN.
Ooh, that'll be an exciting one. Rando
Yeah.
the Commando versus Random Effect the Rando versus Rando in the Vanilla Tournament. That should be an exciting one. Oh, thank you, Adirondack Rick. And thank you, everybody, for coming out this early in the morning on your Saturday. You could have slept in. Instead, you decided to be here.
This is interesting. Sean is foregoing the world wrap and just walking east.
Oh.
That's about 15 seconds slower than doing the world wrap, if I remember right. But it's not. If you're not completely confident of all those ladder clips, it's perfectly reasonable.
True. I don't know, the way they scrolled just made me seem that the world wrap would be...
I mean, yeah, he seemed to be scrolling right. I imagine he world wraps in races, but he might be... There might be a different reason he's routing it this way. Maybe he wants blue candle, I don't know.
Yeah, that's true. And if you there's one screen scroll while you're doing the world wrap where if you mess it up, it adds
if he
30 seconds.
I could see falling into the Lost Woods in practice and then saying, you know what, I'm just going to walk. Because if you mess up the Lost Woods, that is more time lost than just walking east. So.
Oh, yeah. And, Sean had 0 bombs, now has 8 bombs. Maybe they were farming? Because they had no bombs? You know, I don't know. The world may never know. As Colin makes her way into the Gleog fight, I wonder if she's going to do the world wrap. That'll gain her a little bit of time.
Don grabbing the raft potion.
And another flawless victory. Go ahead.
That's why he didn't world wrap. He wanted the potion. If he world wrapped, he had to get the heart there.
Oh, what a nice move then. I like that play.
Yeah, so it's a safety for mid-game potion.
Y'all slept in. It's early. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed your sleeping in. We got a lot of Z1 action going on today. Colin making her way up to go shopping. This is where he needed that 140 rupees. If I should have done, I messed up. It's
I call him doing early shopping. I guess that explains why she routed the 100 secrets so early.
Yeah, I don't think she's gonna be going for blue ring then. I don't think any of her runners.
Yeah.
Will be.
No, she just got the Northeast earlier than people do because she's shopping earlier than people do, which people used to do early. People used to try to get their money by the end of 4 and do early shopping, and it's supposed to be a little bit faster, but I don't remember how much. I know she's done some of her own outing after watching. Oh, I know for a lot of these 2 first runners, like watching the 3 first runners who do 2 first as a race route has been really helpful for them for honing their strats. It's been great to see everyone improving. You know, we got PBs in the Discord almost every day during this tournament because you have reasons to finish runs.
Oh yeah, and it's what a great way to keep the already growing Z1 scene growing even more. This is an exciting time, I tell you, to be a fan of Z1.
Right, Shton going into the Olive Garden. We're just here for the breadstick, aka the recorder. He's spawn whiffs, but second one's pretty good. The bombs do 4 points of damage, and the white sword does 2. Each Darknet takes 8 points, so 2 bombs, or a bomb and 2 swings, or 4 swings, and he's cleaning up pretty efficiently.
Very nice. Oop, oop. Oh, flawless victory again. Could have bombed that last one for a bomb. Instead of 4 count going in.
Apparently. If you didn't know that before you killed him, you wouldn't know that. So.
Oh, yeah. And if there's any two-first runners that want to see some really fast two-first action, Bogey Smalls is going for sub 30 and two-first.
Oh wow, yeah, that's been done once by who knows. No one's ever gotten their first sub 30 on two first, and Bogey wouldn't either. But that would be impressive.
Oh man, that would be. You would be you would go down in the books. Oh, Shton taking their first hit in level 5. Not a bad place to take your first hit on the way back after you have the recorder. Colin making her way into the Olive Garden. Shton saying, I don't need that heart game. I have frames to save. Does not go for the Dodongo bomb. Gonna be leaving here with 5 bombs, assuming they only use 1. On Dig Dogger, that is.
That can cause some issues in level 7. There are backups for not having the bombs for 7. Hopefully he knows them.
Oh yeah, I mean, to me, drop a bomb to the Dodongo. It's not free, as we all have seen.
Yeah, the problem with the Dodongos is you get trolled by them. And remember, when I was starting out, I saw that Dodongo strat, and the first time I got trolled, I was like, I'll just do something else for bombs for a while.
like, that's silly. What are they doing?
Like,
that's why Colin gets her breadstick. Shton missed the bomb.
He wasn't confident that the bomb was close enough after the menu, so he restarted.
We'll take him down with the white sword. Says, I don't need that fairy. This refill is fine. I mean, it's probably the better play, because if the fairy started running away as you start going down, you waste more time than it saves.
Yeah, I mean, you can walk more tiles to grab a fairy than you might think, because each, 3 hearts is it's 21 frames per half heart, and that
Something
adds
like
up.
that.
So it's like you can walk like 5 tiles and save time grabbing the fairy, but remember, Shton's mostly a randomizer runner. They think less about refill.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, if you don't have that mindset, I guess, just from grinding. But they are not worried. They're going to do some shopping of their own. If they're looking to use, well, I was going to say, if they're looking to use arrow strats, it's not going to work out too well. But they have the white sword. Always kind of forget that little tidbit. So the river room should not be a big deal. And as they go into 7, there's a couple options to get bombs. I don't think they're going to bomb left.
Oh, what? Colin got a lucky bomb on that Darknet, which is nice. If she 1 bombs or 0 bomb, well, I don't know if I'd go for 0 bombs. 4 hearts, marginal. You can, with Wood Sword, you'll see people pretty much always drop a bomb on Dig Dogger. With White Sword, it is possible to just stab him 4 times, but with low health, you might want to use a bomb.
Well, oh yeah, they do like to use a bomb. Smart move, I say, because that little Diglett can start flying around. You got the Beamos hitting you.
She lost a swing in the iframes. That can be upsetting.
Yeah. Oh, totally. As she gets her level 5 Triforce, we'll be moving on. Shton taking a couple boppies and the walk to the river room here. Did you see when Shton got bombs?
No, maybe he bought them. maybe check.
No, they didn't have enough money to buy. They must have gotten a candy bomb somewhere. Random off a moblin.
Random off a moblin. Okay, the task strat.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Giannis, for that tidbit of information. Good morning, Elso.
Task actually bombs a lever on the meat shop screen, which eliminates the shopkeeper lag. That's why we're whistling on the screen, is because of the shopkeeper lag. The task bombs it and uses its last bomb for that to auto menu to whistle, and then gets a lucky bomb off a moblin. Do not try that in an RTA run.
Oh, Shton missed their bomb placement there. Hopefully he shouldn't.
Shton also down to 3 hearts. Each of these Gorilla boomerangs does a heart of damage, so you can get pecked to death real quick in level 7 if you're not careful.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Oh, and there is one other category where you do use a bomb at that meat shop, and that is meat percent.
Ah, yes. Yeah, I suppose if you're just doing the meat IL, that's the fastest way to open it.
Yeah, it is. It's Rue and I were kind of going back and forth with that record. Well, I got it for like 20 minutes. And then Rue did money making game and he got it faster than I did. But if you look on the IL, Slacker is the meat percent world record holder. Neither me nor Rue submitted videos, but there's the story behind that.
All right, speaking of meat, I Colin using it to get past the Grumble Grumble puzzle, and that's just a few rows behind. Melee Wizard asking in chat, what does the red candle contribute to the run? Yes, it's just a substitute for buying the blue one. Correct. You need a candle to open level 8, so every route has to get one of the candles. So you can either buy the blue candle somewhere along the way, or else get the red candle in 7. And there are pros and cons to both, but
it's a lot for a typical one-time use item. Sometimes you will use it in this wall master room.
Yeah, I'm a fan of that strat, although
because if you get hit by a bubble, you have no sword, and if you don't have any arrows, the most repeatable offensive item you have is the red candle that you just picked up. Oh, Shton out of bombs. I mean, not that big of a deal, but could find a little bit of troubles heading over to level 6. And they did use a potion charge. That may come in handy, as 6, 8, and 9 are not necessarily the easiest.
someone in chat asking what you were talking about when you were talking about meat percent. It's just buying the food as soon as possible.
Oh yeah, so it's like a 1.5-minute run. You just go from start screen, and then you try to get enough money, and you walk up and you just buy the meat, and as soon as you get the meat, you're done, and that's the whole category.
If you go to the level leaderboards on the category extensions, I think on speedrun.com, there's basically every item in the game someone has tried to get it as fast as possible. So.
Yeah. Actually, here, I'll link all the ILs in chat here. If anybody wants to take a gander at the fun little subcategories of this game, as Y Colin picks up her level 7 Triforce. Shton gets mags. We'll be going over. Ooh, firing squad. Ooh, now you're down 3.5 hearts going into 6. No bombs. Let's see if the chapel is nice and answers Shton's prayers of bombs. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, they're like, nope. See you later, alligator.
What you want is 2 red beams right at the beginning of that level. What is he gonna do about this?
Are they resetting the room?
Yeah, I wonder what the maybe.
Does that work?
To farm health, I guess. Oh well, he needed bombs anyway.
Yeah.
So.
You know what? I don't think I've ever seen that. Where you leave and just do that in the chapel again.
Well, that is a very randomizer runner thing to do.
Yeah.
It messes up the spawns for the rest of the level.
Yeah.
So if you're used to just read and react combat, that might not be a big deal for you. For me, that would be terrible.
Oh my god, I feel the same way. Like, please don't mess with my spawns. Please don't. The game's hard enough as it is. Oh, takes another the orange Wizzy beam. Gonna have to be careful here. May want to consider using their potion. If they take one more orange Wizro beam, they are done. It is tied for the max amount of damage you can take from one enemy at 4 whopping hearts with the green tunic on. The only one that does that is Ganon as well, I'm pretty sure.
Ganon and the red Wizzy beam. Only things that do 4 hearts.
Wild. Uses their potion.
In the middle of the bomb,
see it.
in the middle of the, I think he wanted to use the potion anyway because he was down to like a heart and a half. But
yeah,
it was swaggy to do it during the bomb explosion.
Yeah. And swag may not make you go faster, but it sure looks cool, and it's all for the people.
Colin is catching up a bit here.
I can just take care of these likes. All right, on their way, Shton in what we call Magical Breakfast 2. Why Colin was just a Magical Breakfast 1 because of the whiz robes are magical, and these little lights look like stacks of pancakes, which makes them breakfast.
Pancake and Zol room, like in Zol room, aka Pancake and Jelly room, and where we get the ladder in level 4 is Darkwing Duck called the breakfast room, and then Lack called these rooms the magical breakfast rooms, riffing off that.
Sorry, the fizzy water can crack may have came through in the audio there. Gotta stay hydrated.
Very important.
Ooh, we almost saw a 2 cycle going there. But Shton making their way out. Colin taking care of these likes. We'll be moving on. I wonder if why Colin's going to factor in a potion before 9. Because now Shton doesn't have one.
I would imagine so. Like 9 with no potion is a pretty big hill to climb at this level. Really.
Oh, totally. 100%. And in a race situation, I mean, it's not just a PB attempt. You're like, hit the reset button. As she takes care of Goma, easy. We'll be heading out of here, going to level 8. We'll be right behind Shton. Shton with 7 bombs. Colin with 8. Doesn't seem like that big of a deal, but it could be. Ooh, that's a weird... What are you doing there, man? Handler, get out of there. Oh, why Colin gets the unfortunate blue Darknut, or blue Octorok pattern there.
I don't know what she did, but her spawns are different than normal, which is not as big a deal in level 8 because Darknuts are completely random anyway, but it matters for like the first 2 seconds of the room.
Hey, that could be some very important 2 seconds.
Oh, that is absolutely true. Like, because the strat is there's one Darknut in particular that you attack to reduce lag and then continue with the fight. But the only difference is if the Darknut's not in the bottom right, you just find a different one. But
yeah, and a lot of hoping. Tried to use a bomb to get a couple, only got one, which is better than getting none. Which has happened. Drop a couple bombs, you're like, I have hit nobody. And I'm just getting hurt. On the inside.
On through Blue Lagoon 2, why Colin being very careful in Blue Lagoon 1. You know, why Colin is playing on the Switch, which adds a little bit of input lag.
Well, that is wild.
I don't know. I think Shton's on emulator though, so they're both dealing with that.
Yeah. It is nice that all these Zelda games came out on the Switch, so it is way more accessible to people, which is fantastic.
Yeah, it's a lot easier to be Japanese and join a English text required tournament than it used to be.
Yeah.
And but speaking of which, Riek has been doing a marathon of all the Zelda games available on Switch, and he plays on original hardware, and he mentioned that Z1 on Switch was just horrible going back. like I looked at its splits, it was like 10 minutes off its PB for the first one.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
It's minor, but just the tiniest amount of input lag makes a big difference if you're used to it.
Particularly if you're used to a lower lag profile.
We had one other runner that used to run on the Switch. Their name is Quiff the Fish. And started off his V1 career on the Switch. So you could start anywhere. Start on emulator, whatever you got. You don't need all the fancy stuff to get rolling.
With the fish racing the Dr. Blue tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. on a SpeedGaming channel to be determined.
Ooh, that'll be an exciting race. Switching the Game Boy Advance.
Right.
Ooh, Colin got at least one heart off these bunnies.
Yeah, 2 is the best you can do because they're a rupee dropping group. They're only
Did
Too hard.
Shton skip the potion?
Ooh, I didn't notice.
They got there kind of fast.
He used the last one in
8.
or in 6, I thought.
Or, yeah, wherever it was. They used their last potion.
Yeah,
Wherever it was.
could be interesting.
8 or
So, yeah.
7, yeah.
So yeah, Shton opted to skip Air Key, and Collins obviously opting to skip that double river key that he just got. But
Shton got it. Oh, thanks, chat.
he did get potion. Just hard to watch 2 strains at once.
It sure is. Then you just get off on like random tangents. You're not even talking about the race anymore, as Colin making her way over to level 9 takes the pop off the first octo. You hate to see that.
And she's grabbing potion as well. You really need something. You really need something bad to happen to Shton to catch up, and him having a potion in his pocket makes that less likely, but still not impossible.
Yes, we have seen stranger things, though, so hang on to your seat, folks. This is Zelda 1. Anything could happen. We have seen people die with the red potion equipped. It does happen. Fortunately, got a couple heart drops in here for Shton. Will help them carry on their way. As Colin gets trolled by the second round of rocks there. Commenters curse. I was about to say they got through just fine. And that was not true. And coming up to the P2 7 o'clock skip, a little trolley pattern there. Sometimes Patrick just goes up and to the left, and you have time if you mess up the clip right away. That is not the case here. I like not to kill Patrick too, to have them not be there on the way back. As Colin got a clock outside of level 9, tried to kill that blue Lino for a candy bomb, did not get it. As Shton makes her way into the infamous reverse C room. Thank God for iPhase. Oh no! See, anything could happen.
He's in trouble there.
Oh no! Commentator's curse. I'm so sorry.
I think he's gonna refill after he dies. Oh, no.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes. Yeah. I don't. Oh no. He pushed the button. Possible. It's possible to die on the frame you hit the. I think it turns blue. I think it turns blue before you die when that happens.
That's really cool.
It's really weird because you hit continue and then it starts refilling. Yeah, he couldn't get to it in time, and now Colin's in the lead.
Oh my! What a race, folks!
And some people in chat I know didn't believe us when we said anything could happen in 9. Believe us now.
Yeah. But the same thing had happened to Colin too, so it's not over yet, folks. I think the typical play is if you're behind, and you're behind going into 9, like 40 seconds or so, get the potion. Because if your opponent dies...
it really depends on your confidence and your skill level. If you need the potion to finish 9, get the potion. If you...
Oh, that too, yeah.
And and if you think you can have a good chance of getting 9, getting out, and it'll getting through without the potion, but it's marginal, then it depends on where your opponent is, and it's just risk reward. Everyone's going to make a different choice.
Opponent had 2 potion refills. Oh, that's right. Why must I forgot? 9 in practice is easy peasy. Sometimes.
And Patrick too, giving them the business here, and she's just Colin's just electing to kill it, even though I think she might have been able to make the clip when he moved upwards, but this way he won't be there on the way out. So nice,
yeah, nicely done, both of our runners. Still sporting beams.
Colin into reverse C for round 2. Colin right behind him now.
Oh no! It sucked right back in. Well, we have a race. Oh, monkey see, monkey do.
Oh, she's playing right. She did that on purpose though. She's or ducking to Except I don't think the kill saved, so
Yeah.
maybe it wasn't on purpose. I don't know.
And Shton be our first runner picking up silver arrows. Why, Colin? I don't know if they were going to go for the clip or they were walking. I doubt it, but they were walking all the way to the right to push the block from the inside. Don't do that. Unless you're right next to the block on the inside, then push it. But if you're anywhere not even close, don't just walk around and push it from the right. But nerves and all that make you do silly things. Oh, nice reverse clip from Colin. Let's go.
And you see, Shton had to like hesitate a little bit because of that patch. Or Colin's gonna make up, a second or two in this room.
Runner's not that far behind. Ooh, having some troubles with the leg. Let's go. Okay, well, busted into moving. Oh, I thought they were gonna use their potion instead of a bomb there. Nicely done. Both of our runners, now they high five. Let's go. Get the clock.
Why Colin gets the clock?
No, Bob. No. Go, go, go. Don't get the fairy. Now you're getting the fairy.
Well, it's one more bop you can take from this room.
Shton's gonna have to they're gonna use the potion, and that's gonna take some time to do the refill. That is gonna give Colin enough time to catch up here. Ooh, this is a close one, folks. Ooh, boy. Wow, if this sets the tone for the races of today, that is amazing. Colin dropping bombs like it's nothing. And Shton does the refill. Now we're in the Petra fight.
She was dumping her bombs to auto menu to potion, I think. Which is a great move. There's a menu. And... Ow.
Oh,
look at this.
So close.
Why Colin first into Ganon? Shton
pass the menu to arrows.
Right behind. Oh, her spawns are messed up because of re-entering reverse C. Oh. Does have potion though. Be afraid to use it. Cannon hugs do 4 hearts of damage, remember?
To the bottom left. Use the potion. Oh, Shton takes down Ganon. Will be our winner. What a race.
You see that randomizer experience coming through in the Ganon fight. Shton pulling it out at the end there.
Get your GGs out in chat. Oh my goodness, what a race.
Why Colin not far behind, finishing off the pig. Shton coming in to 39.48. Why Colin with a 40.05. What a race.
Oh. Good golly. Good golly. If you weren't awake now, I bet you're awake. You know what I meant. If you weren't awake before, I bet you're awake now. What a race. Congratulations to Shton. And a big GG's to both of our runners here. Folks, put it on a wonderful show for everybody. Fantastic race.
Ooh.
Wow. Wow. So much fun. So much fun. Let's go. Awesome. Interviews?
I'm asking.
Okay. We've got some lovely action still coming up here today. We will have Random the Commando and Random Effect starting at 1 o'clock Eastern. After that, we're going to have Antlers and Spudzosaurus going on at 3:30 Eastern.
And SpeedGaming
as well.
3. Yeah, Antlers and Spud on SpeedGaming 3 at 3:30, but before that, Random Effect and Rando the Commando on Z1 Next Gen. And we have Shton and Y Colin both in the booth with us. GG's to both of you. That was an amazing race.
Thank you.
Thoughts?
Thank you for this race. It's good time. Yeah.
All right, thanks for joining.
Thank you.
Won't make you start.
楽しかったです。
Tony, don't worry, Gato.
ありがとうございます。本当楽しいレースができました。 ガノンに負けました。
Hey, thanks. And Shton, any thoughts on the race?
I'm glad I picked up that first potion, I guess. I don't normally do that, but clearly I needed it in 6 and 7, so.
I always route things a little safer in a race than you would in a PB attempt. I approve. Well, I think we're gonna wrap it up here, unless you guys have anything to add.
No, thank you for the commentary and the restream and all that.
Geez, thanks
lock on.
to SpeedGaming for the restream. Thanks to both our runners, Shton and Y Colin, for a really exciting race. Shton, you will move on. I do not have the bracket in front of me. Hang on.
John is going to face the winner of Money Mercs and Red Octorok.
Yeah, and yeah, I don't see when that race is scheduled yet, but I think they have a time set, so we'll see what happens, and that'll be a good one too. So thanks for watching, everyone, and we will see you for more Zelda 1 action coming up all weekend and in the week to come.
Take care. Thank you for joining, everybody, and we'll see you later.